What's up, dudes and dudettes? It's Michael, and today I'm going to be playing the Call to Arms Alterac Valley on my Death Knight. I know a lot of people are kind of crazy about me making all these new characters, but I'm not going to be making any new characters. Pretty much I have one for every single class. The Death Knight is going to represent my final character that I'm going to be PvPing on. Personally, why I decided to go back to the DK is because I really just was bored one day. I hopped on him and he wrecked in PvP, so I think I'm gonna get this guy 85 next. Kind of put the lock on the sidelines for now, and get him 85 real quick. It's not gonna be that hard. Personally, I think 80 through 85 is gonna be relatively easy because Death Knights are pretty much tanks, and I can obviously insta Q if I go roll blood. But yeah, like I'm saying though, this is the call to arms. Basically, this week is Alterac Valley. So this is the 70 to 79 cap. I am level 73, the lower end of the spectrum. So it's not going to be pretty much a uber ownage, but I do wreck really hard. As you see here, I have a new interface for my DK setup. I got this from Defraggin. If you're watching this video, thank you very much. He did a video with the add-ons and everything, and it's basically Ice HUD, extra bar, a whole bunch of extra stuff like that. And yeah, so I am Frost actually. Personally, I love Frost. Most people say the strongest variant of Frost is two-handers. Personally, I'm rocking the dual-wield one-handers, and I know why a lot of people think two-handers are the best. Obviously, you hit really high with two-handers, but I figured out a glitch I think most people don't realize. When they buy weapons for two-handers, they buy a one-hander and an offhand. The offhand basically kind of limits your damage because it doesn't have that much damage. It hits low, but it hits fast, so it compensates. It's like the same DPS as a one-hander, but the thing is, when you hit with spells, it double hits with your offhander using the critical strike of the base damage. So basically saying that's how you get really high hits with two-handers, because the damage is, even though it's slower, it hits high. So when you do use these abilities such as Rune Strike or Death Strike, it will increase your ability to hit higher. So it looks like we got a guild achievement there. But like I'm saying, it's way better for doing damage if you buy two one-handers. The one-handers will obviously compensate for the damage of the offhands, but you also crit higher when you use strike abilities and everything like that. So personally, I think I do have a two-hander, whatever Brutal Gladiator's sword for two-handers, but personally I feel that the dual-wield one-handers are the way to go, especially if you're Frost, because you can use the talent ability, the whatever Threat of Therasian. I don't know exactly how to pronounce that, but yeah, that will definitely increase the hits of your offhanded weapon and obviously do more damage because it's a one-hander. So with that bonus, like I said, it's fairly simple to do a DK rotation. At this level, I don't have Necrotic Strike, so I'm going to be using different spells than Necrotic Strike. Basically, what I do is I come into it with a Howling Wind, or Howling Blast, Death Strike, Rune Strike, Death Strike, and pretty much I just use up my Howling Blast when I get Frost Rays available, and then if I have an extra Unholy Rune on top, I use my Death Strike to bring me back up. And pretty much after that, it's all good. I continue using the Rune Strike, Frost Strike. I don't use Rune Strike, I use Frost Strike to, shave off that runic power. And right here you see I have the bar. I can pretty much see when I'm about to get full, and I can just use that. When I get the Killing Machine proc, I obviously use the Runic Strike and the Frost Strike. But instead, most people, they spam Obliterate. Personally, I feel that is not the right way to go. Many guides, even Joe Torino, has said that Obliterate isn't the best spell for DKs. So yeah, most people say that you just want to, right out of the gate, spam Obliterate. Obviously, it's a high-hitting spell. It hits, says 248% weapon damage, which if you're two-hander, that's good. But personally, I use the Runic Strike. It's a quick spell, and then the only time I use Obliterate is when I have the Killing Machine proc, which is 100% critical strike guaranteed, and I use it on Clawfies because obviously it hits extremely high. Like, I can hit upwards of 7k on Clawfies, being that their max health is around 13k. So it really obliterates kind of those spells you use in special circumstances. It's not all the time, it's just occasional, you know. But besides that, it's really not that widely used. Personally, I prefer Runic Strike. It's way more powerful. Um, to me, using two-handers, obviously I can kill really fast like there. You saw that. That was 13k health done in about a couple seconds. See, Obliterate here, I can hit like a 4 or 5k. But if I spam Runic Strike, I feel like I'm going to have more success. So yeah, we're just going to go in here. I'm going to cap the tower. Obviously, it is called Arms, so we're going to get the bonus XP and honor. I'm really excited though for 85, especially on DKs. I mean, Frost DKs are awesome. I might go Unholy. A lot of people say Unholy's really spectacular for arena and everything like that, as well as just basic battleground PvP. Personally, I'm really in love with Frost. Frost is one of my favorite specs to go as a DK. Before I quit in Lich, basically Frost was the tanking class, and I could see how, you know, Frost represents ice, ice is strong, everything like that, but the tanking class personally was not really appealing to me as Frost. But now that they changed it into DPS, I really prefer that more than any other classes and specs in DKs. Obviously, like I said, Unholy could be good for arena. I haven't tried it out yet because I'm keeping it dual spec, Blood and Frost. Blood for tanking in PvE and Frost for raping in PvP. So yeah, it's basic, really easy. Like I said, rotation, which is good for me. I mean, I can interweave my own kind of maneuverabilities and stuff like that. So also, I did get my fraps fixed. I did a little defragging on my computer, and I'm now saving files to my main hard drive, so it will write faster and I can actually play at 30 frames per second while recording. So basically it's going to be better gameplays. I'm going to have the full concentration and not laggy, skippy games. Pretty much overall though, the quality on the videos is going to go up because I'm only uploading maybe 2 or 3 times a week, depending on my schedule. But like I said, the quality is going to be the most I can possibly put out, so I hope you guys enjoy that. Obviously, I'm leaving a bit of game sound, you know, for ambient noise, and I think most people like that. I might add background music, depends on, you know, the video situation, but most Let's Play commentaries and stuff like that, and Call to Arms videos will be mostly, you know, background noise of the game and stuff like that. But yeah, DKs are really nice, personally. Like I said, I was really against them when they first came out, because when they first came out I had a tune who was level 54 and he was in the 50 to 59 cap, which is where DKs get out right when they get out of the Eastern Plaguelands kind of starting area. So I was like, okay, as PvPing that he was my lock back then, and pretty much they rape. Everybody knows they rape. Even in that bracket today, they still rape, because just the really high amount of damage that they put out. See, I just raped that guy. He didn't even know what's going on. But like I said, they put out a high amount of damage at that level. I mean, death strikes hit upwards of 5k at that level, which is extremely insane. Personally, that is a ridiculous amount of damage for that level and everything like that. So I think that's why I got turned off to DKs. I did get one level 80, but it really never appealed to me for PvP until now, when I kind of finally kind of discovered. See, I'm mixing my words, slightly dyslexic, but yeah, when I finally discovered what's up and everything, and caught on to the trend. Personally, I do enjoy casters, but DK is my favorite melee PvP class. Overall, I think it's like the simplicity. It definitely is a turn on. It's attractive to basically know a 5-button rotation, and you know, to be able to add special abilities in there as you go and stuff like that. So yeah, and you see I'm just racking up damage here. I pretty much hit 1k per swipe. It's relatively high hitting with dual wield one-handers and everything like that. It's really nice. The abilities are really basically balanced. I mean, you have a range ability, you have all these other abilities and stuff like that, so it's decent. Frost DKs are not cheap because Blood DKs have a high amount of healing. Frost DKs have very little healing besides Death Strike, so it's going to be, you know, like I said, balanced accordingly to who you're fighting. Obviously, blood DKs are still OP'd. I think they should personally nerf blood. Even being a DK fanatic now, nerfing blood would be all good, because most people at level 85 don't even use blood unless they're tanking for rated battlegrounds. So, yeah, I mean, it can use some compensation. PvP is extremely cheap for blood, but overall, it does have its checks and balances to kind of balance the game out. Tanking overall in PvE is really nice for DKs. I mean, it's very simple. You just use like blood boil, and then pretty much death and decay and death grip, just pretty much straight up all day, and it's really easy to hold aggro. I mean, in blood presence, it's very simple. I mean, it's probably the easiest tanking class besides Pallies I've ever played. In some cases, it's even easier than Pallies, which is good, giving people the experience of tanking and stuff like that. Back to the battleground. Looks like we have a few more people here at Drek. Hopefully I don't get raised by him right here coming up. Pretty much when we get the nice hut, the supply hut. Oh, we do have it. So now everybody's gonna respawn. But yeah, if you would like a tutorial on this add-ons, I'll probably do my own tutorial. You know, UI setup. I really enjoy it. Overall, I have my spells keybinded down here. The spells up here are not keybinded. I just use them to tell when they're off cooldown, and these are like obviously my main abilities, so they will show me if they're on cooldown or not. Obviously, I have my runes up here, which I don't really look at the most. Most of the time, I look up right here. But besides that, I got my target down here, or my personal portrait here, and my target comes over here with this cast bar under. Got my basic, you know, bottom bar. Everything else is really simple. Battleground up here map. And yeah, so it looks like we're controlling most of the battleground, doing overall bleh. Haven't commentated in a while, but overall well. Team is doing work. And yeah, I mean, I've been enjoying WoW lately. Before I had kind of the vision of, you know, play to get a guy 85 then do PvP. Now I'm playing for fun. I'm not really stressing. I mean, if a guy's not on or my recruiter friend's not up, whatever, you know, I'll play. It's cool. I'll just do some PvP. But yeah, like I said, my DK is Worgen race. You know, personally, I enjoy Worgens, Warden or Worgens. But yeah, the racial mount ability is really nice. It looks really clean and cool. Pretty much besides that, the other nice racial is the Viciousness, additional 1% critical strike, which is additionally pretty much helpful in your abilities and stuff like that. But overall, the look and the mount ability is pretty much what made me go. I was trying to go for a badass type look, and this was it. So yeah, weapon wise, I have my stuff enchanted or engraved with the rune of the Fallen Crusader, and that increases my strength by 15% and heals me by 3% temporarily on a random pop chance and everything like that. So yeah, organs are pretty awesome. The only thing I miss is the human racial, but I do have a trinket here, which just pretty much makes it up for the only thing of humans. Looks like we have a rogue here. Drop D&D and see if we can catch him. Looks like she hit again. But yeah, it looks like this guy saw the rogue too. But yeah. Oh. I see somebody. But yeah, so DKs are fun. I mean, I encourage you guys to retry DKs if you kind of got turned off by DKs, but overall it's a really fun class and fun and easy to play. Personally, I like them. And there's a lot of tutorials for DKs, which is going to be good for me to get used to playing and stuff like that. Looks like Drek's relatively low. We only have one tower left, the Ice Blood. But we're kind of just waiting for everybody to get over here and stuff like that. People are asking for the tank. It looks like the tank's dead. And Drek is sitting there. We got 2 towers up still. I mean, we need another tower. What are we missing? You're missing SHB, which is Western Frostwolf Tower we own. Okay, cool. Oh, the Shithhearth and Bunker, whatever it's called. But yeah, I think it's right there, some tower over here. But yeah, besides that, I mean, PvP is relatively fun. Death grip is amazing. I really just like death gripping casters. I mean, I juke them out because I freeze them and then they blink. And then I freeze them again, and then once they freeze, they have a 15-second cooldown on blink. I'm talking about mages, obviously. And then I death grip them, and pretty much within 15 seconds I can get them down if they're a fire mage. Frost mages are just my enemy at this moment. And that guy just got in. There's a phone, so yeah. You guys don't have to deal with that for a second. I'm sorry. It's already too late in the commentary. Ring, ring, ring. You know, it's pretty much live, so let's see who's on the phone. There's nobody at the phone. What the freaking Indian scammers trying to call me and rape my phone line? That's what you guys get for living in California, getting spammed, phone spam. But you know, phone interruption and rape the dude. I think that compensates. But yeah, next time I'll unplug my phone. Fail. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't like Alterac Valley, but it's a Call to Arms, so I think I'm gonna do videos, at least one video weekly of Call to Arms videos and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's fun. I don't really know what to say anymore, seeing that I pretty much explained my reason for DKs in my class and everything like that. PvP though, Arena is so nice. I mean, I've been watching some videos and it looks like the awesome combination at this moment is DK Holy Pally. I do have a Holy Pally recruiter friend, which is perfect. I mean, I think a 2's team with DK Holy Pally would be really insane. Thinking that a DK could have almost unlimited health is just unimaginable. I think the biggest flaw of DKs is how fast some people can actually down them. DK's Holy Pally combination would be extremely sexy. Hopefully I can bubble up here. And assuming if I can get a death strike off, I can down this chick. Yep, downed her. And looks like if I can get another death strike off. Who am I getting shot by? I got really low health right now, personally. I think I'm not gonna get down. Unless I can down this guy. Unless I can. I need a macro that says heal me, heal me. But see, like, we get down really fast as Frost because we don't have that much defense abilities. Overall, I mean, Blood is the tank. But I think healing Holy Pally is obviously does a high amount of damage, healing that is, and can take a lot of hits. I mean, Holy Pally is one of my favorite healers in PvP because you're pretty much a tank, obviously because you're plates. But Holy Pallies and Frost DK or Unholy DK would be a really good team. I can't even imagine Holy Pally and Blood DK. That would be extremely cheap. I mean, Blood doesn't put out that much DPS, but I think that you would never die, personally. You could do a whole bunch of CCs and everything, but I think best choice would be Holy Pally, Unholy DK, just because, you know, Holy Pally has some nice, obviously, healing, and Unholy DK has some good CCs, and, you know, like summoning abilities. So it looks like if our team doesn't grab the ball, get on the ball with Zorbies, we're gonna lose. So, shoot. I mean, the tank's here. We need to go. Tank's here and go. And it looks like most people died. But, I mean, if we have the tank, we should be able to go. I mean, I'm not tanking. Hopefully, maybe I should start tanking for PvP. But tank needs to get in there. He's here. He's right here. Right here. He's the bear tank. And we even have some prop pallies who should be tanking, but I really don't see why they're not. I mean, they're about to go kill Van and Drex right here, so we're probably gonna lose just because the team is personally pretty crappy. I mean, if we get heals in here, I mean, random queues for PvP, usually the alliance is bad between everything up to 85, and then when it gets 85, it's relatively the best. Personally, I don't really like the alliance leveling PvP, but, you know, 80 through 85 and 85 PvP is nice. But it really just depends on your random groups and stuff like that. I mean, this level is good because most people have Brutal. If they know what to do, they can get stuff done. But, like I said, overall, usually people don't know what to do. They just go for kills. and usually I just go for kills, but in battlegrounds like this, we need to stick as a team, and we need to get a tank out here. Looks like we got some tank. Our tank just died. This is pretty much a sale. Don't even have heals, which is even worse. Let's see if we can just down some stuff right here before he dies. Looks like Drake's coming back with the vengeance, and I'm down. So pretty much at this point we're gonna lose if we don't down Drake. Now, idiot door is not a tanking spot. Exactly my point. I mean, if I could spec switch right now, I'd go blood and just tank. But it looks like our tank is pretty crappy. When you have a tank that doesn't know what to do, that's really just the best type of tank. God. Incompetent fools. I know I'm not one to talk, but still. It's brutal, Glads. People should know what to do. But yeah, another reason I like playing DKs is because you can get the Warglaives of Azeroth, and I think that is extremely sexy looking. I mean, healers in. Okay, but the Warglaives of Azeroth would be freaking sweet to get as a DK and just PvP for fun with them, you know? Where's that guy? Rekthar, why are you taking... Oh my god, yep, that's what you get. I mean, 4 killing blows, decent, didn't do much work. This is mainly just to introduce DK. Hopefully next Call to Arms will be different battlegrounds. I personally, like I said, do not like Alterac Valley because of the scrubby teams. I know I'm not one to talk, but still. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate that. Make sure you leave a rating for the awesome quality. It's going to take years to render, but it's worth it because I care about you guys. And thumbs up for DK PvP, and thumbs up if I get 20 thumbs up, I will do a interface setup video. So thanks guys for watching, and peace out.